Okay, so hey, what is up guys? I'm in XNL and today will be kind of a review of the Oppo N1 versus the iPhone 5s. So now, let's get at it. Okay, so now let's just take a look at the physical appearance of both phones. Okay, so on the left side up on the iPhone 5s we have the mute toggle switch as well as the volume up and the volume down, while on the Oppo N1 you only have the micro SD card port. Now on the right side up for the iPhone 5s we only have the nano SIM card port, and on the Oppo N1 we have the power button as well as the volume controls. And at the top of the iPhone 5s we can also see the power button. And at the bottom of the Oppo N1 over here you can see the microphone, which is a little hole over here. There's the audio part, the micro USB part, and the speaker. And now on the side of the iPhone 5s you can see the speaker, the lightning connector port. This is a microphone and this is the audio jack. Now on the back of the devices you have the Apple logo, you have the Oppo logo, you have a microphone over here, and the microphone on the iPhone 5s is in between the camera and the dual LED flash. You also have a dual LED flash on the Oppo N1. The Oppo N1 has a 30 megapixel sensor, while the iPhone 5s has an 8 megapixel sensor, which is enhanced from the previous version, which is the iPhone 5. And you can also see that it's written iPhone 5 over here with some description over here, which is kind of the same for the Oppo N1. Okay, so on the iPhone 5s you have the home button over here. On the Oppo N1 you have the settings button, the home button, and the back button. And at the top you have the speakerphone, you have the light sensor, and you also have a light sensor on the iPhone 5s, but because this is a black version you can't really see it. And also the iPhone 5s has a front camera. Okay, so on the iPhone 5s you have a 4-inch Retina display, while on the Oppo N1 you have a 5.9-inch Full HD display, and it also is Gorilla Glass 2. And both of these phones each have an awesome feature, and on the iPhone 5s it is the fingerprint scanner, while on the Oppo N1 it is the 206-degree rotating camera. Okay, so now if we take a look at the form factor of both phones, you can see that for sure the iPhone 5s is way smaller than the N1, and in fact when you put the iPhone 5s on the one, you can see that the Oppo N1 has a way bigger screen than the size of the iPhone 5s, and this is just for the people that want to know how big the N1 is, because you can't really see it anywhere outside because just a couple of people have it, unlike the iPhone 5s. Okay, so now let's just put the iPhone 5s aside and talk about the Oppo N1. Some people are just gonna buy the Oppo N1 for the ColorOS ROM, but this phone is actually supposed to be only running Cyanogenmod, which is why they partnered with Oppo. But you can also have ColorOS, which is gonna come usually with every phones, and Cyanogenmod is gonna come later on in this year with a pre-installed version and limited edition of this phone. Okay, so as my final verdict, ColorOS is still good. It's gonna take you some time to get used to it because the features on it aren't like the others like I have right now. So that's why I'm on Cyanogenmod right now, not on ColorOS. ColorOS is pretty nice and everything. I pretty much recommend Cyanogenmod over ColorOS for sure because you can customize it even more. I haven't really got to any pretty major bugs. The only bug that I have, well, actually I had two bugs. One bug was just going to randomly play some music when I was in class, which is quite annoying, and it also disturbs the class. And another thing is that the camera app, when you flip it, this happens to me, it's just upside down, but for sure they're gonna fix it when the phone is going to be released. Another really cool thing the Oppo N1 has is this small square over here, so you can just easily scroll through the pages when you're using the phone. But I never really used it because it's quite annoying, and when you hold the phone in your hands you can't really access it easily. It isn't well placed, you should place it somewhere else. The Oppo N1 also isn't made cheap. I drop it a couple of times like I usually do with my phones. And also, I've only got one major scratch. It just happened once. It fell down on my bed. And also sometimes it would just randomly fall out of my pocket. Sometimes I wear like jogging pants, so that's for sure. But with my old iPhone 5s, I had a case, so nothing really happens to it, sorry. And this isn't really easy to make a case for this because this area won't be protected as well as the O touch area, and also in the front is going to be quite hard to do. So thumbs up to the company that actually makes a really cool case for the N1. The buttons on the N1 are well placed. Even for the left people, you can easily use the button. Like this is the power button. You can also easily click on the volume up and volume down. And for sure it is the same for right people. The power button is over here, and just the volume plus and volume down. One downside that is quite major for some people that use that on the phone is that the N1 only supports 3G. It doesn't support the ultra fast LTE. So if you really want to use LTE, or you just have LTE on your old contract, I don't think you will like to switch to the Oppo N1. And for people that like to flash some new ROMs, install some new things, or like use the recovery, the Oppo N1 actually is a pretty great phone to do that. It is quite easy to do, way easier than the other phones, like some Chinese clones and some other phones. Just like the Samsung Galaxy S4, it's quite hard to do if you don't have the correct carrier. And this, because it's a pretty good phone, you can easily flash Cyanogenmod just by installing TWRP if you have the N1 right now. But when it's going to be released, it's going to be 100 times easier. You won't need to have a custom recovery. And you probably don't even know that, but this device is currently able to run the latest Android version, which is Android KitKat, Android 4.4. It runs quite great, just like Cyanogenmod. It is easy to use and fast also. Okay, so again, I would recommend the N1 for the people that like big phones, or they just want to take some ultimate selfies with this. And it also is a good phone if you do Vine videos and you want to use the high quality front facing camera. And as a con, the only con I had is just that the camera will randomly flip. I had also that error in ColorOS, but as I said, they might, but I mean for sure they will fix it when the phone is going to release, I think on December 12th. Okay, so I guess this is it for the review of the Oppo N1. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like this video. Also don't forget to leave a comment down below, tell me if you'll be getting this phone when it is going to be released. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because it really helps out the channel and it will also help me find this giveaway. So I guess that's it. Peace.